Sup everyone. Now, today I've uploaded another video about autism. Wait, no. Give me a second. No, I'm incorrect. It was about ADHD. Sorry, switching between the two all the time, so I'm getting a bit confused. Anyway, I mentioned a while ago that I wanted to do some videos where I was just talking about my opinions, things I'm interested in, basically whatever comes to mind, whenever the hell I want, because, one, I like talking about stuff I'm interested in, even if it's just opinions on stuff and not just things that I actively seek out as a hobby. Second reason, I'm interested if people want to say anything back, basically, in the comment section, because it kind of sparks almost like this digital conversation, and I love going off of things like that. Anyway, now, I just wanted to talk about fashion sense. And now, if I'm honest, since I was a little kid, I was not big on fashion. To be honest, I barely understand it as a career, or like different kinds of tops, different kinds of dresses, different kinds of skirts. Those details don't really stick with me. It's just something I'm not particularly interested in. However, I do admire people who go into fashion as a career, who make all sorts of interesting clothes or unique styles or come up with their own brands, who really understand that stuff. Because clearly it's something they're interested in, and lots of people are, just not me. Now, when I was younger, I didn't really care too much about what I wore. It was more like whatever felt comfortable that day, and I mean like literally comfortable, not socially comfortable, just physically comfortable. And as I got older and I became a teenager, started working out my own sense of style more, and if I'm honest, it's a little bit not unusual. I wouldn't even say super unique. I'd say more like unpredictable. Meaning, I love the goth aesthetic. I wouldn't call myself a goth. I wouldn't call myself a punk or a rocker, because a lot of them, if you call yourself that, it's kind of a tight-knit area to put yourself in, and with specific expectations and things, and that stuff just doesn't compute with me. So I'd rather, if someone asks me, I'll just say, well, hi, and tell them in my name, because that's who I am. However, I do love the goth aesthetic. I do love the whole genre. I absolutely adore it. Two pieces. But I love all sorts of other genres too, for different reasons. Though my main interest is on that side of thing, more of the alt fashion. Now, there are days when I will wake up and I will not feel that bothered about what I want to look like that day. I'll just put my hair up in a messy ponytail, I'll put on a pair of jeans and a hoodie and a t-shirt, and that's me. If I need to go to the shop, if I need to go anywhere, I'm good going out like that, just as is. Other days, I wake up and I just feel like, I really want to put in a lot of effort into my whole outfit for the day. So I'll spend some time and I'll make it look good, and I'll add jewelry and I'll add different kinds of makeup like lipstick or eyeshadow, and I'll mess with my hair a little bit. But I think a lot of the time people get too fixated on how they look. And I'm not saying, I usually hear the phrase, take pride in how you look. And I agree, it's important to take pride in how you look. But what that means isn't you should always define yourself by what everybody else is wearing, or what other people will think, rather. Like when you stand in the mirror and you think, what am I going to wear today? Your next thought shouldn't be, how will I look to everyone else? Walking down the street to the shops, and if you're going to work, if you're going to college, it shouldn't be, oh, I hope I look really nice. I hope this hairstyle suits me. I hope my makeup doesn't look like too much. Because now I know first impressions is different, because sometimes you want to make first impression, and it's good to think about your appearance on those occasions. But in generally speaking, I think the first thought would be, do you like how you look? Because it's a big boost in terms of mental health for that day and self-esteem, and that's coming from someone who struggled with self-esteem a lot, and took me a very long time to get into the mind frame where I was looking at myself in the mirror and going, hang on, I shouldn't be putting on the top that I like personally, but I'm worried if other people will like it, because I like it, and that should be the important thing. You should be able to look at yourself in the mirror, whatever makeup, if you wear makeup, whether you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. However you do your hair, and however you do your clothes or your jewelry, your first thought should be, are you happy with how you look? does it satisfy you? 'Cause some people really want to put in like tons and tons of effort and are really immaculate with how they appear. Other people don't care too much, you know, so long as they feel comfortable. Like I said, I have some days here, some days there. But essentially, if you are happy with how you look when you look at yourself in the mirror, with however you've dressed that day, then that's pride. You have pride in your appearance, because you're talking about your pride, not the pride of other people. You're happy with how you look. And I just think that's really important. It's hard to put in words a lot of my thoughts and opinions on things. And so essentially what I'm trying to say is exactly that, actually. Yeah, just care about how you look for yourself, not for everyone else. Don't dress or do your hair or do your makeup for the sake of pleasing other people. Do it for you, because you like it. It's like, I like wearing makeup. When I was a kid, I didn't, because I was afraid. I had it in my head that there were like girly girls, as I called them, you know, like it girls, and in school they were the people who bullied me the most, so I didn't have a great impression of them. But at the same time, if I made friends with someone who could be classed as an it girl or girly girl, I didn't hold that against them, because it was part of who they were. That didn't mean that they were bad or good. And it's just, I had an issue sometimes with girly girls because I had experience being bullied, but I tried not to let that get in the way of someone who'd come across who's in the same sort of lane, I suppose, as them, but really, really genuinely nice. And I made friends with a couple of girls and boys of all sorts. So now, I just didn't want to wear makeup when I was a kid because of that, or skirts because I was a bit self-conscious, or dresses. But as I got older, I started to really like dresses and skirts, because I found some in the style that I like black skirts, like a chain around the middle, that kind of thing. And it's really hard to put into words, because somewhere along the line, I started forgetting about how other people were seeing me, and I only cared about how I saw myself. And it like I said, it was hard, because I ended up liking makeup, wearing makeup, but I didn't want to wear it. Lots of the people I was hanging out with and people I knew in school, especially when it came to girls, would wear makeup to try and make themselves look more mature, make them look attractive, you know, that kind of thing. Does this color suit me? Does this color suit me? That. To me, it was always just a color. I would look at a eyeshadow palette and go, oh, I have blues, I have reds, I have silvers, purples, blacks. Which one do I like? And I would just pick a color that felt good that day, and I'd put that color on. Same with the lipstick. You know, I wore black lipstick to school, which lots of people thought was weird and didn't like, and sometimes that made me feel self-conscious, but I loved it. I don't know why, you know, I loved it. I thought maybe it was because of the stuff I was into, or maybe because I thought it made my lips look good, but I liked it for me. No one else. Once in school, they even told me to remove it. A teacher did. No other teacher had a problem with it. Most of them didn't. It was mostly students who had problems with it. But one teacher said to remove it because it was inappropriate. I looked at her a bit like, what? But there are tons of other girls wearing makeup all around us right now, all sorts of shades and colors. And for some reason, she found mine inappropriate. So I did. I removed it, and then when I walked out, I pulled out the camera on my phone, and I put it back on. And my friend's like, "You're gonna get in trouble." It's like, she's the only person who had a problem with it. No one else did. And she wasn't even a full teacher. She was a TA. But it's just, some people will probably say something and be mean about it, and to be honest, who cares what they think? Most of the time, those people are going to be strangers, you know, someone along the street who doesn't know you, who'll only have been involved in your life for like 5 seconds flat, so who cares what they think or say? For me, the only opinions that really matter to me are the opinions of people who either take on board what I'm saying to them, or people who are genuinely really close to me, like close friends and family, because they know me inside and out. I've had rumors spread about me in school and stuff before, and I didn't care because my friends knew who I was. The teachers I got along with did, and anyone else, they could think what they liked. If they really wanted to know the truth, they could come and find me and talk to me. And I just think all of that ties into the idea of having pride in your appearance, you know? It depends on what makes you happy. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say. It's just sometimes these thoughts come to mind, and I'm starting to think maybe it's a good idea just to put them out there, because my brain's constantly ticking over, so it might be a good outlet for me. But anyway, if you have any opinions on the matter and you want to say so in the comments, if you agree with anything I said, or if you disagree with anything I said, please say so in the comments, because I'm interested to hear. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. Otherwise, you know, if you're interested, follow me on TikTok, or check out some of my ADHD autism videos, or any of my funny ones or my anime ones. I'm trying to build on them. And that's it, I suppose. All I gotta say is what I said earlier. Take pride in yourself, and that just means if you're happy, that's all that matters. Anyway, bye.